A pleasant day, everyone. I'm Vince Miranda, and I'm going to discuss Bronfenbrenner's ecological systems theory. Yuri Bronfenbrenner is a Russian-born American psychologist who fervently believed that a child's development is highly affected or influenced by his environment or social relationships. He's known for developing the stated theory in 1979, which specifies 5 various types of environmental systems. He presented this theory by setting a bunch of layers, like the layers in the atmosphere. Okay, so let's dive into these layers. In the very center, we have the child and his characteristics such as gender, age, and race. It is then followed by the first layer or the first level of his theory, the microsystem. Microsystem is the most immediate environment and the most influential system in which the child lives or where the child has the most interactions with. These environments or relationships have direct influence on the child such as home, family, peers, school, and neighborhood. The second layer is the mesosystem. Mesosystem is the interaction or the relationship between the parts of your microsystem. So for example, the relationship of the child's family and friends, or the interaction between the child's parents and teachers. If these relationships work accordingly, then we'll be expecting the child to develop positively, and the opposite is also true. The third layer is the exosystem. Exosystem pertains to the social setting and events that has an indirect influence on the child. The child actually does not actively participate in these events, but the immediate environment does, therefore, it still has profound effects on his development. Let's take the parent's workplace as a factual example. Let's say the child's father lost his job. He could put his anger on the child, or this could affect his parenting style. The child got to experience the impact of that event even if it's not the one who directly experienced it, and that can cause an enormous effect on the child's development. The fourth level is the macrosystem. Macrosystem focuses on how cultural elements and social context affect the child's development. This includes cultural norms, religion, and geographic location. All of these can influence the child's beliefs and perceptions. For example, a Roman Catholic child and a Muslim child both have different traditions, beliefs, and practices. Therefore, their development is expected to be different as well. We're down to the fifth and the last layer, the Chrono System. Originally, Bronfenbrenner's theory only consisted of the first 4 systems, but then he added the Chrono System to investigate socio-historical context and changes over time within the environment and how this affects the person's development. When we talk about changes, all of these elements have shifted over time, particularly the macrosystems such as our traditions, culture, and even gender roles. So let's say I'm a teacher in this generation, and let's say I'm a woman. If I existed 300 years ago, I won't be a teacher even if I was raised by exactly the same parents due to gender discrimination. So even if you have the same DNA and raised by the same parents, your life and your development would still be very different if it was happening 100 years ago, because these systems were also different during this time. That's everything for this video, guys. I hope you've learned something from me. Bye.